General Corbin of the Carey Empire stood 8 feet tall, his chitinous armor gleaming under the council chamber's lights. Around the circular table sat representatives of the galaxy's most formidable species, the crystalline Zephyrians, the energy-read Voltari, the cybernetic Nexus Collective. At the head sat the ancient elders, beings of pure psychic energy who had ruled the galaxy for millennia. And in the back corner, almost forgotten, sat the human delegation. The hive incursion grows stronger, Elder Thalmor intoned, his mental voice echoing in every mind. They have consumed 17 systems. The outer rim burns. We must deploy our strongest warriors immediately. The Carey delegation leaned forward eagerly. Their species had never lost a ground battle, their individual soldiers capable of tearing through starship hulls with bare claws. My people volunteer to lead the assault, Corbin declared. Give us coordinates, and we will show these insects what true warriors can do. The Zephyrians will provide orbital support. Added Ambassador CRYX, her crystalline form refracting light into rainbow patterns. Our energy weapons can glass entire continents. Nexus efficiency protocols indicate 99.7% success probability with combined forces, stated the cybernetic collective speaker in monotone precision. Throughout the heated discussion of battle plans and tactical formations, the humans remained silent. Ambassador Lou sat quietly, occasionally making notes on her tablet, while General Murphy leaned back in his chair with the patient expression of someone waiting for a storm to pass. Elder Thalmor's attention finally turned to the corner. And what of humanity? Will Earth's children contribute to this glorious battle? Lou looked up with a polite smile. Oh, we're already handling it. The chamber fell silent. Corbin's mandibles clicked in confusion. Handling it? The invasion began 3 days ago. How could you possibly? We know. Murphy interrupted, finally speaking. His voice carried a casual indifference that made the other species uneasy. We've been tracking the hive for 6 months. Fascinating species, really. Collective intelligence, biological adaptation, relentless expansion drive. Very predictable. Predictable? CRYX's crystalline form flickered with agitation. They've devoured 17 systems. They adapt to every weapon, every strategy. Lou nodded thoughtfully. Yes, they do adapt remarkably quickly. That's exactly what we counted on. She tapped her tablet. Computer, display Operation Trojan Horse status. A holographic display materialized above the table, showing the galaxy's outer rim. The infected systems glowed angry red, but as they watched, the red began to fade to amber, then green. Impossible. Corbin breathed. What weapon could possibly? Not a weapon, Murphy corrected. Bait. The display zoomed in on one of the infected systems. Ships moved between planets, not human vessels, but high bioships, carrying their deadly cargo. Except as they watched, the ships began to shudder and drift lifeless through space. You see, Lou explained conversationally, the hive's greatest strength is also their fatal weakness. They assimilate everything they encounter, adding new traits to their collective. They can't help themselves. It's hardwired into their biology. Elder Thalmor's psychic presence pressed against Lou's mind, seeking understanding. What did you feed them? Lou's smile never wavered. Prion. The word sent a chill through the chamber. Even the elders, beings of pure energy, recoiled from the concept. Modified prion, Murphy added helpfully. Self-replicating, highly contagious, with a delayed activation sequence. We seeded them throughout our abandoned research stations on 17 different worlds. Stations the hive was bound to find and, being what they are, immediately consume. The beautiful part, Lou continued, is that they spread the contamination themselves. Every ship that carries infected biomass, every planet they seed, Every new adaptation they try, it all accelerates the process. Their own efficiency becomes their extinction. Corbin stared at the display, watching entire hive fleets go dark. But you never mobilized. Never declared war. You just sat there. We sat back, Murphy corrected, because the battle was already over. It just took a few days for the enemy to realize they were dead. The chamber remained silent as the implications sank in. The galaxy's strongest species had been preparing for glorious battle, planning massive military campaigns and heroic last stands. Meanwhile, humanity had already won the war with patience, planning, and a thorough understanding of their enemy's psychology. Elder Thalmore's mental voice was subdued. "Why do you sit in the back during our councils?" Lou gathered her notes, preparing to leave. "Because the back row has the best view. You can see everything from there, every reaction, every tell, every weakness." She paused at the door. "Besides, why would we need to be at the front? By the time we speak up, it's usually because the problem is already solved." As the human delegation left, the galaxy's mightiest warriors sat in stunned silence, finally understanding why humanity never seemed worried about threats that terrified everyone else. Some species fought wars. Others simply ended them before they began.